Hello, it's Mark from Not Taught at School and welcome to today's video. So first of all, apologies, we've not had a new video up on the channel for 5 days now because I've been on holiday. I've been over in Blackpool looking at animals and water parks and all the wonderful things you do when you have a small child. So let's move on to today's video. So today we're looking at how you can make money using Steemit. Now this is awesome. It's really cool. It's easy. It's free to do. It takes a couple of days to get it set up. Now before we jump into this video, if this is the first time you're here on my channel, then go ahead and hit the subscribe channel and also notifications. I upload videos every single day, so if you go, well, except when I'm on holiday, but if you go and hit the notifications tab, you'll be notified every time a new video comes up. So before we jump into the make money using Steemit, I'm going to go over the basics with you and give you an overview of the platform and how it works. If you want to go and have a look at actually getting your account set up and step by step, I've got this article over on my blog here, Make Money Using Steemit, and I'll drop a link to this below for you. This basically goes through everything about Steemit. It gives you some background about it, how it works, how the payouts work, where the token's from, what you need to do, and it goes through the whole process. It's step by step. It's got images on here, getting your account set up, how once your account's been set up for you, how you then go ahead and start uploading your images and your followers, and loads of other cool stuff are on here. It goes through your profile and lots more, but today I'm just going to give you a basic overview of Steemit and how it works. So this here is the platform Steemit, and this is my account. So you can see here, this was 6 months ago. I think it was about February time, it was end of February, I'm sure it was, when I first found out about Steemit. Well, I actually joined the platform Steemit. So it's basically, it's a social media platform. Now the difference between this social media platform and others is you can actually earn money from using this platform, and it's quite similar to Facebook and other social media platforms. So basically what you're doing on here is, to a degree, it's kind of like blogging. Now people do blog on here, but then other people just go and put updates on there, and I'll show you some examples. But basically you upload a picture. Hopefully you don't upload a picture like I did on my first article here, because I've got no head. It's just randomly my suit jacket. But you upload an image, you give it a title, and then you put on your content, and then what happens is people can upvote it. So you can see here, people have upvoted this. You've then got the number of votes and then the total number of comments on there. So people can upvote your content, which basically means, similar to Facebook, they're either giving it a like. Let's say they're giving it a like, and then if people give it a like, you earn money for someone doing so. And it works in the opposite way, where if someone didn't like your content, they could give you a downvote. So like an angry face on Facebook, they would give you a downvote, which would reduce this payout here. And then obviously you've got comments on there, which is pretty standard. So this is my account here. You can see this was 6 months ago. So this was the first blog post I did on here. And then if I just scroll up, so resteem is basically when you share. So when you share someone's content on the platform, it's called a resteem. So that will then go onto like your feed. So I've got a couple of different articles on. Well, I've got quite a few articles on here, to be honest with you. But you can see on here, not every article goes ahead and makes money. So you can see this one here. 2 altcoins to watch in 2018. So this article here, it received 6 upvotes, 1 comment, and 0. I earned 0 for that one, and I've got a couple more where I earned 0, but then you can see we've got one that earned $30, we've got another one that earned $22, and if we just scroll further up, this one won't mind. This is $455, and look, here's my resteam. These are my own. And then if I just keep scrolling up, so I've basically shared similar content to what I share on YouTube and also my blog, how to earn money on Facebook without ads. This one here was about free crypto, and don't worry, I'm not going to go through all of them. I just want to very quickly show you. So this one here, introduction to DTube and outtakes. Now what happens is, on Steemit there are other platforms which, if you go on them and use them, then that content automatically comes into Steemit, and I'll give you an example of that here. So this is one here, introduction to DTube and outtakes. DTube is another platform, and it's basically like YouTube. Now what happens is, whether you put any content up on Steemit or DTube or DLive or Steepshot or any of these other platforms that feed into Steemit, it's always going to be the same. any content that you put up on here, it lasts for 7 days. Now what that means is you put your content up on here, whether that's a video, whether that's a blog post or an image, you have a time period of 7 days where people can upvote it and like it, and you will earn money from that. Now after the 7 days, the content will still stay on the platform, but you will no longer be eligible to earn any money. So it's basically you've got a 7-day window to earn money on there. So if you just scroll up on here, so if I click on here, this will go through to DTube, and I'll quickly show you DTube so you can see this. And it's the same for DTube. There's Steepshot, and there's I can't remember the name of the one. It's basically it's the same as Twitter, but you upload tweets on there and people can like it and share it, etc. And then anything that you upload onto those platforms, it feeds it through into Steemit. So it's a great way of having your content on multiple different platforms and potentially be earning from them. Now, so this here, this introduction to DTube, you can see here 244 people liked this, and it got, thankfully no one disliked it, but you can see here this was on DTube, but it automatically pulled the content into Steemit. So it's another great way to get your content on there. And if I go on here and show you this, you can see on here, so DTube, the account DTube actually upvoted this here. Now these 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 here, you can see these little amounts of money: $7, $6, $5, and $3. You can actually go ahead and pay to get your content worth more money. So what happened on Steemit is obviously the more money it shows. In fact, I'll go and show you this. Let me go over here very quickly. I apologise if I'm jumping around. I'm trying to keep this video under 10 minutes. So you can see here, I'm on the platform here. So on the top here, you've got trending, new, hot and promoted. What you can do is you can go ahead and try and get your latest blog article or video into this hot section here, and then what happens in the hot section is once it goes over a certain amount of money and a certain number of upvotes, it then goes into this trending section. And then what happens is people come to this trending section and they like to upvote these different articles on here because they have a potential to earn more money, because you earn money on here by putting up your own content. That's one way that you can earn money on here. You can also earn what they call a curator reward. So let me just give you an example. So this one here, travel through Morocco. You can go into the article and read it, but I'm just, for the sake of this, I'm just going to do this here. So where it says upvote here, I'm going to click on upvote. Oh, hang on, let me just go to another one. Let me go to this one here. Just quickly show you this. So it was 575.84 and 556. So you can see here it's now got 557 votes and the price is here. So what will happen is once articles go into this trending section, it's in front of more people. So it's like a paid version to try and get your content in front of more people, and then hopefully you get more subscribers or more followers, and then more people seeing your content, and then you've got the potential to earn more money. So this one here, this introduction to DTube, I was quite lucky with this one because the account DTube, you can see here, they upvoted this to the tune of $26, and then I used 1, 2, 3, 4. I used 4 of these different, they're called trading bots, 4 different trading bots to put the price up, which then my plan was to try and get it in front of more people, and it did go in front of more people, and it earned me more money. Now there's something else to note with regards to Steemit and DTube. All of the prices that pegged to the cryptocurrency. Now again, I won't go too much into detail in this. This is all in my article over here for you, so I'll drop a link to this. But basically what happened was, at the beginning of the week, this was worth about $95, but then the price of Steem and Steam-backed dollars actually went down on the exchanges, so it brought the price of this down to $57. So it's something to know about that and be wary of. And again, that is all explained a lot further in the article, Make Money Using Steemit here. So let me just jump over onto here and go back into the actual platform. So on Steemit, on your left hand side, you've got all these different tags down here, and tags are basically categories. So you create an article and then you give it a tag or a category, and then that will appear in these ones down here. And you've got more. If you scroll down to the bottom here, you can click on view all tags, and they're all different categories that you can go into and put your content in there. At the top here, you've got trending, new, hot and promoted. So trending, obviously this is any article on the website which is worth a lot of money. It's normally anything over about $150, $160. It goes into the trending category, and then obviously the number of upvotes, and then obviously comments. New, this is absolutely any new content that's being put on the website, and this is updated all the time. So when we go in here, I'm pretty certain I'll say it. You can see this article here 9 seconds ago, this was in the category life. This one here 12 seconds ago, this was in the category Spanish. You've got this one here in Easter. So you can see it just updates this all the time. You've then got hot, which is the hot section. So any relatively new article, I think it's normally about up to 6 hours. I may be wrong on that, but I'm pretty certain it's up to 6 hours. So any item, anything that's in here that was done up to 6 hours ago in the hot section, you can see in here. So these are all, and this brings in all of the tags. So it could be any article that's in any of these. So you can see this one here, this one in life, we've got this one in DTube Daily, we've got this one here in DTube, we've got one in art. So that's it basically. How it works is you create content, and that can be a blog post, it can be an image, it can be a video, it can be anything. It can be your ramblings about anything. People on here share, like see if I can find one to show you. There's normally one on here. Yeah, there's one here. People go and share images. Let me go into this one and show you. People just basically, they're blogging and sharing their images about wherever they're travelling to. So this one here travels through Morocco. This is someone who's gone over to Morocco, and they're just basically sharing the content on here. You can see the number of upvotes it's received and also the price. And that's how it works. So you create content, you put it up on here, you grow a following, you get people following you, and you earn money from doing so. Now you are paid in cryptocurrency, which you then need to take that cryptocurrency and exchange that on an exchange, and also and then once you've got it on an exchange, you need to sell that into Bitcoin and then transfer it back to your bank. Now when you first go through this process, it may seem a little bit daunting. It's not. It's just, if you don't know anything about cryptocurrency and exchanges and how it works, then go over to this article, this Make Money Using Steemit article, and it walks you through everything on there. But if I just scroll down here, you can see this one here. So it's just talking about the travels. I've got images and pictures on here of all of these, and if I just scroll down to the bottom, all of the different comments on there, people saying they liked it. Now let me go here and see if this person has paid for this, because this is quite a lot of money for someone who wouldn't promote something. So you can see here, this person again, they've used Post Promoter, they've used Appreciator, they've used Build a Whale and UpMe. So people are using these upvoting services to try and get their content in front of more people, and then more people who see this and see that the value of this is going up, then they will upvote that, because they then earn a percentage of the overall value of this article. So if I just go ahead and upvote this, you'll see the number of votes. Oh, sorry, I've already done that. If I was to go ahead and redo that again, you'll just see the number of votes go up and also the value of this go up. So that is basically it. You can earn money on here by sharing content, sharing videos, sharing images, and then, like I mentioned at the beginning, if you do use the other platforms like this one here, like DTube or Steepshot, which is similar to Instagram, and then you've got DLive, which is kind of like gamers, so people who are like streaming live gaming when they're playing on the PlayStations or their Xboxes. There's quite a few different platforms that all feed into one, but basically it's free to do, it's simple to do, it is easy. I know because we talk about cryptocurrency and exchanges and stuff, it can seem a little bit overwhelming in the beginning, but it will just take you a little bit of time to have a read through this article over here, this Make Money Using Steemit. Go through this, it explains everything for you, and then go ahead, sign up to Steemit. It's free to get started, and then just start putting your content on there, and like I say, it can be whatever you want it to be. So that is enough for today's video. I highly recommend it to you. Without a doubt, Steemit. It's a simple way, it's an easy way, and look, you're not gonna make lots of money on every single post, but even if you're earning little bits, it all adds up. And I'll show you something else actually. Let me go into my wallet on here and I'll show you this. What happens is, after you've been putting content on here for a while, so you can see I've got 558 followers. If I scroll down here, you have people have these different voting services, but you can see here, people send you currencies. I mean, people send you Steam or Steam back dollars all the time. it's not a lot, but the amount of people that are sending me this all the time for nothing, just so they can go ahead and get their message, if you like, in front of you, it just all adds up really. So you can see here, this one here, 9 hours ago, this same person sent me the same message. Bizarre. Scroll down here, you can see all these different earnings on here. So this one here, this daily earnings, this is because I'm actually renting out my Steam Power, and that's a completely different video. But yeah, that's it really. That is today's video. So how you can make money on Steemit, create content, put it on the platform, give it a category, and then share it. Build up your followers, get more people. If you really want to, you can go ahead and use the upvote bots to try and get your content in front of more people, but it's free, simple and easy. So that is enough for today's video. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you tomorrow.